Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial on my channel. These are 5 Filmora editing tips for beginner in less than 5 minutes. Alright, let's go to my computer screen. Alright, so the first tip I want to give you is to set up your default project setting. For example, in Filmora 12, if you produce video for YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or stuff like that, and you want to set up your default project setting for later use, it is very easy now. For example, if I want to produce a YouTube video, I want to go to File and then select New, and I can select 16:9 project aspect ratio. Okay. And then I want to click here to change the project setting and then select change project aspect ratio. Okay, and now I want to select the aspect ratio, resolution, and also the frame rate. For normal video, I am going to select 24 frames per second and also color space. And now there's an option to save this project setting as default. So next time when you create a new project, it will be in 16:9, 1080p, and 24 frames per second. All you need to do to click here, save as default. Okay, and then you want to click change. And now whenever you create a new project, your project will be in this format. Okay, for example, you can click here and new project, and then you want to double check your project and click here. Okay, and this is your default project setting. It is very convenient for you, especially for those of you who produce many YouTube videos at the same time. Okay, so that is tip number 1. And tip number 2 is about best export setting for your YouTube video. Okay, for example, I can wrap a video onto a timeline. Okay, and we need to keep project setting. Okay, and now if I want to export this project, all I need to do to click here at the export tab, and then you want to select local mp4, and then you can write a name here, export setting, and then you want to select this preset menu. Just select here and then select match to project setting. By doing that, your export setting will be the same with your project setting. By the way, you want to double check the bitrate number, so just click here at this button, setting, and then you want to select the bitrate mode right here. Just change it to CBR and then increase the bitrate to 20,000 kbps. This is for a full HD video or 1080p. If you produce 4K video, you want to increase this bitrate number to 40,000. Okay, and then you can click apply, and then you want to click export. So this is the best export setting for a YouTube video in my opinion. Okay, so that is tip number 2, and tip number 3 is about the layout mode, how to switch the layout mode in Filmora 12. Currently Filmora 12 has default layout mode like this, but if you don't want to see this property panel, you can switch the layout mode to classic one. Okay, for example, you can just click here at the layout mode option, and then you want to click here classic, and now you don't see the property panel anymore. If you want to see the property of the video or image, you want to double click at the video here on the timeline, and now your property will be on the left side. Okay, and the next tip is how to create fade in and fade out effect for an overlay. So actually you have 2 options for that, and the first option is to use a transition. Okay, for example, I have an overlay here, and now I want to create fade in and fade out effect for this overlay only. Okay, and it will not affect the layer at the bottom. In order to do that, we can just go to transition, and then we can search for fade and press enter. Okay, and you will see this one, fade single track. So just drag and drop this one at the beginning and at the end of the overlay. And let's render the timeline first. Okay, so here's the fade in and fade out effect for the overlay only. That's nice, right? So that is the first solution, and the next solution is to use a keyframe. For example, I can just delete this transition, and now at this position I can add a keyframe and reduce the opacity of the clip. It is very simple. Just click here, and then we can add a keyframe right here, and then we want to move our playhead to this position, and then we want to reduce the opacity right here, Okay, and this is the fade out effect with keyframes. That's nice, right? Okay, and the next tips is how to color grading multiple clips using adjustment layer in Filmora 12. And I think it is very interesting. Okay, so let's click OK. And for example, we have clip here, and this one, and also we have this one. Now I want to color grading all of them at the same time. Okay, so it is very simple. Just go back to our media, and then we can just click here at the adjustment layer, and now we want to drag and drop this adjustment layer on top of the timeline. Okay, and then we can extend the duration to the whole length of the video. And now we want to double click at the adjustment layer and then select color. And for example, I can adjust the temperature of the video, of all the video, or we can do something like contrast and vibrance and saturation or stuff like that. Okay, and then we can click OK. As you can see that our color correction affect all the layer below the adjustment layer. Okay, that is how you can color grading multiple clips using adjustment layer in Filmora 12. Alright, so that's enough for today's video. Hopefully it is helpful for you. If you have any more questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!